World-renowned food critic Anthony Bourdain once stated, "Understand when you eat meat that something did die. You have an obligation to value it, not just the sirloin, but also those tough little bits." As humans, we are taught to value what we have in life. However, placing too much value on the piece of meat rather than the quality of the meat, your own health, and the health of the environment can have many consequences. What leads people to transition to such a lifestyle that's unaccepted, such as veganism? Many humans transition to veganism for many reasons. However, 3 today include that processed meats can lead to disease, meat is not a necessity in the human diet, and mass meat production is causing destruction to Earth's ecosystems. Some people transition to veganism because they fear disease or they're trying to rid themselves of disease. Many diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer are pandemic in the United States. Natural, unprocessed meat may not be to blame, but processed meats may play a large role in the origin of these widespread diseases. According to award-winning medical journalist Celine Bowles' article, eating 1 serving a day of processed meat was associated with a 42% increased risk for heart disease and a 19% increased risk for diabetes in a study conducted by Harvard researchers. The results of this study show the sheer consequences of consuming processed meat more regularly or even at a higher risk of developing such diseases. According to American Cancer Society editor Stacy Simon's article, World Health Organization says processed meat causes cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified processed meat as a carcinogen, something that causes cancer. Any meat that is cured, preserved, or artificially flavored can be classified as processed. Although people are exposed to numerous carcinogens every day, processed meat is one carcinogen that can be eliminated from the diet. Many people ask the question, how can this carcinogen be eliminated from the diet if meat is necessary in the human diet? However, meat is not a necessary component of the human diet. Some people may transition to veganism when they realize that they can receive all the crucial nutrients they need through eating a plant-based diet without the negative consequences of a meat-based diet. One common misconception among many carnivores is that plant-based diets do not provide enough protein and essential vitamins. According to Helen Anderson's article, Dietary Requirements of a Lacto-Ovo-Vegetarian, plants are categorized as either complete or incomplete. Proteins are categorized as either complete or incomplete. Complete protein sources include eggs and dairy and certain plant-based foods such as soy, quinoa, and buckwheat. When consumed in combination, incomplete proteins can be combined to provide a complete protein source. When multiple incomplete sources of protein are consumed, the body will receive the vital nutrients and protein to maintain proper health and strength. Anderson also states that vitamin B12 derives naturally from animal products. However, many commercial cereals and grains are B12 fortified. In the case of some vegans, people may need to take protein or vitamin supplements in order to ensure proper health, but supplements are not necessary based merely on the fact that one is following a plant-based diet. If one is not led to veganism through its lack of necessity in the diet, he may be converted by the destruction processed meat has on the environment. According to Rachel Premack's article, Meat is Horrible, agriculture consumes 80% of water in the U.S. You need 48 times as many liters of water to produce the same amount of beef as veggies. The efficiency of producing processed meat is far less than that of livestock. More land must also be needed. Premack also states, agriculture today accounts for 1/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions, and from livestock, which produce large amounts of methane. Many people believe these greenhouse gas emissions are key contributors to the increase in global warming. As the production of meat rises, more and more resources are not being used in the most productive manner, and Earth's ecosystems are being negatively impacted. Many non-vegans fail to take veganism seriously because of false misconceptions and false information portrayed by others. As the idea of veganism becomes more and more popular in the modern world, more people are willing to drop their meat-eating habits. The facts that processed meats are linked to diseases, processed meats are not necessary in the diet, and processed meats production can take a great toll on the environment are only a small sample of the reasons leading people to transition to veganism. Despite the continuing opposition towards veganism, people still make the transition to this lifestyle. Thank you.